Hi, and welcome to my project. My name is Michael Yawner, and this is for my MBA 544 class. I chose to do my project on Tesla. It's a company that I admire a lot. I really like their vision and their mission and just what they do as a whole. So just a quick outline for my presentation. I'm going to go down the line here throughout my presentation, but first we'll look at why I chose Tesla, an overview of the company, just a quick overview, and then Tesla's mission. So why Tesla? Tesla's a very popular company today. I don't think you can go down the street and ask anyone what Tesla is, and they wouldn't be able to tell you, oh, it's a car company. Everyone knows Tesla. Their mission and their products, they both align with general CSR ideals. They both focus on environmental sustainability through renewable energy, which is solar powered in a sense. Um, there were also a lot of great resources available for Tesla. I was able to find a lot of really good websites to help my research. And as I said before, they're just one of my favorite companies today. I really admire what they do and I love their products. So just a quick overview of the company. Tesla was founded in 2003, based out of California. They have factories all around the world and throughout the United States. They were founded in California. Their CEO is Elon Musk. Right now, there are four different models being offered by the company for sale. As of as a as opposed to the EVs, there's also other products such as solar panels and solar roofs available for sale. And the company just they create innovative products in a hope that we can one day achieve a fully renewable source of transportation. So Tesla's mission, I pulled this directly from their website, to accelerate the advent of sustainable transport by bringing compelling mass market electronic cars to market as soon as possible. I think this is just very straightforward and forward thinking. It's a great idea. I mean, greenhouse gas emissions or GHG emissions have been a really big issue in the past, I don't know, 10 years. It's been a problem with global warming and all of the issues with the environment. And Tesla really hopes to one day change that with their vehicles. There is a long road ahead to achieving a 100% fully sustainable form of transportation, but I feel that if Tesla really pushes and innovates in the right way, I feel like it is definitely achievable. So now we'll talk about their CSR report, some employee programs that they offer, and just their general marketing and advertising strategy. So the Tesla CSR report, the report that I was able to find online was the 2020 Tesla Impact Report. It basically just details how their progress towards their mission statement is coming. Um, in the top diagram there, you can see the U.S. greenhouse gas emissions, or GHG, by every economic sector. And you can see there in the bottom, in light blue, transportation consists of 30% of all GHG emissions in the United States. It's over a quarter of all our greenhouse gas emissions. That's a lot. If you compare it to industry and building and agriculture and everything else, heating, energy use, production, it's crazy. It's over 25% of all GHG emissions in the United States. In the bottom diagram there, we can see Tesla's Model 3 as compared to a standard ICE vehicle, which is an internal combustion engine. Basically, any standard vehicle you see on the road that uses gasoline as its mode of transportation. And you can see there that every Tesla has significantly lower emissions as compared to an ICE vehicle. But the four different ones there, what makes them different is how they were charged, grid charge versus solar charge. That's kind of a touchy subject for Tesla. That's something that they've been pushing to change. Solar charge is 100% renewable solar power being used to charge their vehicle. And grid charge is charge used from the grid of energy, which sometimes consists of coal and oil and other forms of fossil. And that is an issue if they're trying to achieve a fully sustainable mode of transportation. But in 2021, on Earth Day, Tesla released a statement saying that they hope to, in 2021, change all of their chargers to completely 100% renewable solar. So that's a really good step forward in achieving their goal of renewable transportation. Tesla's employee programs. I was able to find a lot of really good resources on these online. Tesla offers a lot of really good things for the employees. To start off, employee discounts on products. employees will be driving Teslas. They'll be powering their homes with solar roofs. It's just a really good way of having the employees interact directly with the products that they're creating. Long-term and short-term disability insurance. It's really good insurance. It's about 60% of an employee's salary would be offered on a weekly basis for short-term disability and long-term. And then also really good employee training. Elon Musk was actually reported saying, if our lower, I really hope our lower level employees are smart. If they're not, we will die. And very straightforward way of saying, I have a lot of faith in my employees. If they're not smart, if they're not doing well for the company, we are not going to do well as a whole. So that's why the company invests a lot in their stuff. They created the Tesla Learning Center in Fremont, California. Their employees can just learn about state of the art technology, what they're using to create and develop these cars firsthand. It just helps employees learn a lot better. Wellness benefits. This is another really interesting fact. 12 weeks maternity leave for new mothers and 7 weeks paternity leave for new fathers. This is also a very forward-thinking and advanced idea of not just allowing the mother to stay at home and take care of the newborn child, but also allowing the father to go home. It's a joint effort. Everyone should be able to pitch in, and as a father, hopefully as a future father, I do hope this would be offered in the place that I end up working at. It's a great idea, and it just puts it takes a lot of stress off the new mother and allows for both parents to help raise this child first. And then also let's talk about their 401k. Every employee gets put into a standard 401k plan at Tesla, and also the company offers life insurance up to $1 million. This is very generous of the company. That's a good amount of life insurance. So Tesla's marketing and advertising. This is probably my favorite part of the research. Tesla doesn't market. It's no surprise. I doubt you've ever seen an ad for Tesla on YouTube, any virtual form of media, even television. Super Bowl commercials for Tesla, never release anything flashy on the television or the internet. They let their products speak for themselves. Instead of investing in advertising, they invest in new technology and updates for their cars and for their customers, just to make their experience better. So it's a lot of word of mouth advertising. Customers are praising them and speaking highly of them, and therefore more people want to buy them. They do market in a very new way. I feel like this is very upcoming. Twitter, social media, especially Twitter. CEO Elon Musk. Even if you don't know what Tesla is or SpaceX, you know who Elon Musk is. He's a very big presence on Twitter. He has about 77 million followers on Twitter. I just checked this morning, and he is about the 14th most followed person on the platform. This fact could have changed, but generally 14th most followed person on the platform, having more followers than Twitter itself. It's pretty impressive. He has a very big platform. He's able to communicate all these updates and product buzz and just stimulate his platform, his audience. Everyone listens to what he has to say. He has a lot of control on that site, and he can generate a lot of buzz for his company. Now we'll talk about community engagement, products, and environmental. Tesla's community engagement, they're very involved in the community around them. Introduce a Girl to Engineering Day. Over about 400 girls attended events at Tesla factories, listening to volunteers and other employees, engineers at the company. Just talk about their success stories and try and drive them to seek success in their own life. Another great thing is Tesla Connect. So it offers a virtual tour of the company, of their factories, and also offers chances for the public to ask questions or get answers for any of the questions they have about the company. It's a very big open book, and I feel like Tesla does a really good job of opening themselves up to the public and just showing everyone kind of what they're about and what they do there. And then Tesla Impact is a great way for Tesla to allow its employees to reach out to the communities around them, get themselves involved in causes and events that they might feel very strongly about, and just helps them have a chance to give back. So Tesla products. Everyone knows Tesla for their line of EVs. I did just realize this morning. The Model S, the Model 3, the Model X, and the Model Y. It's a play on words. I don't think I need to say what it spells out, but just the fact that this is a thing and the company is as successful as it is just goes to show how Tesla doesn't need traditional marketing. I mean, having a pun like this, an acronym, as the names of your four vehicles is advertising enough. I texted like five of my friends this morning kind of laughing. Um, I can't imagine the amount of people that have done it for me. Like creating this kind of buzz over the names of your cars is insane. Like it just goes to show how outdated possibly the traditional form of marketing is. They don't need standard commercials or flashy advertisements when you can have this kind of word of mouth marketing. They also offer lesser known products such as solar panels and solar roofs for personal use at home. These options are costly, but I hope as renewable energy becomes more mainstream and accepted by the general public, um, these these options will become more affordable for people like me, and hopefully I can take advantage of this. Tesla's environmental behavior. So they created gigafactories, and the idea of these gigafactories is to produce more energy than they consume. And as you can see from the top diagram there, they produce a lot more energy than they consume over time. Also, creating sustainable energy sources, it definitely is the start of transitioning to sustainable transport. I mean, if we one day hope to achieve a fully sustainable form of transportation in the world, we need a sustainable source of energy to power that transportation. And hopefully, this is the start of that. Um, Also, water. Water is a very scarce resource. Tesla factories, as you can see in the bottom diagram there, they consume less water than mostly all the major vehicle manufacturers. They're in the bottom four. We'll talk about the suppliers, their reputation, and conclusion. The Tesla suppliers, they've localized a lot of their suppliers. It just saves emissions from transport. You order supplies overseas, and it costs fuel to get it over the sea. So localizing that saves emissions and also stimulates the local economy. It provides jobs for smaller manufacturing companies, and as it does drive prices up, it is definitely worth lowering the cost of emissions for this their production. Tesla's reputation. So unfortunately, Tesla's reputation has dropped over the past year. They're still rated very good, but they've dropped 39 spots due to a couple different scandals, not scandals, but incidents. Generally, they're bet on Bitcoin and a lot of management changes. People have been fired. Um, it's just not gone well in the minds of investors. But hopefully, as they look to release their affordable compact car, as well as their announcement of fully solar powered chargers, hopefully this can change investors' minds and set the company back on track. So, in conclusion, I do believe Tesla is a company of the future. This is one of my favorite companies. I love learning about them. I love reading about their news and all their updates. They really have high goals. They hope to one day create a fully 100% sustainable transportation system in the United States and in the world. And as renewable energy becomes more mainstream, hopefully this is a good possibility. Like this could very well happen, and I really hope it does. There is a high price barrier for consumers such as myself to enter. Uh, this limits Tesla's market. They can only reach out to certain people who want to buy their vehicles because they have enough money to afford it. If Tesla can manage to reach the cost, like the cost conscious demographic such as myself, hopefully they'll be on their way to achieving sustainable transport. A lot of people in the world, and hopefully in the future, 100% of all people driving on the roads will be using sustainable energy to transport across wherever they're trying to go. One like hopefully this is a possibility in the world, and in my opinion, I'm really excited to see what they do in the future. 2022, I'm really hoping it's a good year for the company. I'm hoping that they can fix their stance with investors and hopefully get back on the right track with the public and the general perception of the company as they look to release their cost-conscious compact car. Hopefully, this is a very affordable option, and I don't know, maybe once I start working, I'll try and invest in the company and buy a vehicle for them because this is definitely a future that I would like to be a part of. The sustainable future. I want a nice Earth for my kids and my generations of human beings. So here is my Works Cited page. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I'm hoping my voice was fine. I did a test recording before this and it was kind of choppy, but I'm hoping it's fine. And take care. Thank you so much for listening.